everyone, Chef Yoda the dog here. I've covered up my mohawk. It's still there. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, so this begins a week of interesting cooking for most people out there. Thanksgiving! Now, my family is going to a cabin, and the cabin is not pet friendly, so I'm not going to be able to go. So, it's really sad, but I have a nice lady that's coming to take care of me, and I bet she'll give me some food this week. So I'm not going to be sad about it. I'm going to be okay. Everything's fine. I will be well taken care of. And, yeah, so everything's going to be all right. That's what I keep telling myself. Anywho, my mom made a soup for today because it's cold. And finally, soup weather. So to begin off this crazy week of cooking, she made a wild rice chowder. It smelled really good while it was cooking. So she's going to show you how to make it here. It was an all recipes app recipe, so she's going to put the link to the original recipe in the description box below. Of course, she made it gluten-free and dairy-free, allergy-friendly for her. And it turned out really well. Everybody loved it. If you want to take a Thanksgiving spin on this one, instead of using chicken, you could use turkey or leftover turkey in this wild rice chowder. So, just a little idea for you there, since it is Thanksgiving week, and I'm sure people will have lots of leftovers. Also, we wanted to let you know that we appreciate you all, and thank you so much for subscribing to our channel. We are thankful for all of our subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. And give this video a thumbs up. And we just appreciate you all. And we hope you and your family have a very happy Thanksgiving. All right. Time to begin the crazy week. Chef Yoda the dog out.
Hey everyone. As Yoda said, our Monday meal today is a wild rice chowder. Finally getting to make soup. It's so cold outside and wet. So I've not made this one before, but it looks interesting. It's a wild rice chowder. And so let me tell you what's in here. We had 2 tablespoons of Country Crock plant-based olive oil butter. And then I you're supposed to have an onion, and so I used 3 tablespoons of this minced onion. And then you're supposed to have 2 carrots and 2 stalks chopped celery, but I don't have either one of those things, so I did use some celery salt, just about a teaspoon or so. They said replace whatever salt you're going to put in your recipe with that, so I'll taste it later to see if we need any more salt. Then I also put like a teaspoon of minced garlic in there because people in the reviews, this is an all recipes recipe, so people in the reviews recommended some more flavor, so I added that. And then I also added some flour, some Bob's Red Mill gluten-free 1-to-1 baking flour with my butter. I kind of made a thickening agent there before I added everything else. Then you add 1.5 cups of wild rice. So I used this one, Lundberg Family Farms organic wild rice. And then 8 cups of broth. So I used 8 cups of this one from Sam's. So that is what's in there. Plus, once you get the broth in there, you add a bay leaf. So that is what's currently in here. We want it to start simmering like this. And then we're going to reduce the heat to low. And let it simmer for an hour is what it says. But people in the review said it does not take an hour. So when the rice is done, I'll let you know how long it took. All right, everybody, this is it. It's done. So it did take an hour for me before these were done, in my opinion. So an hour of simmering on low. And then you add 1/2 cup of cream, which I'm using Country Crock's plant-based heavy whipping cream, dairy-free. It's really good. So 1/2 cup of that, and then I use 2 cans of canned chicken breast, or you could use rotisserie chicken that you pull off or pull apart or whatever you like. Cooked chicken, though. So you put some cooked chicken in there, at least 1 cup, and then salt and pepper to taste. So I started with the pepper first, then added a little bit of salt. Because, I already had the celery salt in there earlier, so I didn't know. But I added both salt and pepper. And it tastes delicious. The actual wild rice has its own kind of flavor, and of course I took out the bay leaf. And that added some flavor as well, plus the garlic and the onion. So I think those additions that were suggested by other reviewers were good ones. So it turned out well. And if you want carrot and celery in yours, go ahead and put it in there. But other than that, it's done. Happy Monday.